Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I wanted to show you an update on my dart frog. So as you guys know, in my previous video, I got four new dart frogs, and I also changed the enclosure and the update. I added some new plants, some decorations, some new leaf litter in there. So I wanted to show you how everybody is doing now. Before we get to the dart frogs, have you guys seen these on the wall before? I got one custom made for Zeus. Look at this, so awesome. I just picked it up today for Zeus, my coddler lizard. I think he is sleeping right now. Yeah, he's sleeping, but look at him. Awesome. It's gonna go like right here. Yeah, it's gonna go right there along with the other ones. And then I also got this other one as well of my other dart frog. This is the other one I got, so that one's gonna go right there. So I'm gonna add to my little collection here. Okay, so here are my 3 Tinctorius Robertas. So I'm so excited to have these 2 females added to my room here. As you guys know, if you guys watched my videos before, I have been looking for a pair for this little male down here for the longest time. Shows don't really have them anymore, and these Robertas are not common anymore. Like, nobody really, oh, I don't want him to get out, stay in there. But nobody really sells them anymore, so I got really lucky at the show and I picked up these 2 new ones, and they are huge. Like, they're so much bigger than this male, but then again, the females grow a lot bigger than the males. But look how beautiful these frogs are. Probably one of my favorites. Look at that, so awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and feed them right now just so they can stay in one area and they won't jump out. I have been cold train my own fruit flies now because I have so many frogs now, and it does get quite expensive having to buy them all the time. So best option to go with is just to culture your own fruit flies. And it's really easy to culture the fruit flies. They just breed like crazy, and then you have a lot to feed your dart frogs. Okay, so here I have some dusted fruit flies with calcium. So I'm just gonna throw them all in there. They're eat like crazy, guys. Check this out. I threw quite a few in there so they can all eat. I'll leave it open because they shouldn't jump out. Actually, I don't want the fruit flies to get out. But they are all really good eaters. Like, they never refuse the food, which is really good. And I'm also trying to fatten them up a little bit because they're a little bit too skinny. So I want them to gain a little bit more weight. Okay, so a quick update on the names. No, stay in there. Trying to get out. So the one right there, the male, previously his name was Gusher, so he's gonna stay with that name. This one right there, I still haven't found out a name for this one yet. This is a female, so if you have any names, name them down below. But I really like the name for this one right here because look at that, look at the head. Looks like a smiley face, so her name's gonna be Smiley. So Smiley and Gusher so far. So we still have one that needs a name. So guys, you guys do your best right there and comment some names down below. And then I also have this other tank here, but we'll get to that one right now. So with these Robertas, they are a yellow, light blue, dark blue, and black. So they are a Tinctorius species, so they do get relatively large. Let me do a little finger comparison. See that? If you can kind of tell. These frogs are huge. And what I really like about these frogs is that they're not shy at all. They are always jumping around and looking for food, and they always get up to, like, see, they want to get out. They're not scared of me at all. They're trying to get out of the tank here. But that's what I really like about this, because I don't want frogs that are just always hiding. I never see them. Like, I like to look at my animals. See, coming up to the glass. I keep having to close it because I'm afraid they're gonna jump out. But yeah, I love these Roberta's dart frogs. They are so active and they're always up front, so I can look at them. And that's kind of why I designed this tank like this. In the middle here, I kind of wanted to have it empty so that they can jump around and just be active around here. And this is where they spend most of their time too, around this area. They do share the hides. Smiley, that's not Smiley. That's not Smiley either. But Smiley really likes this one in here. This one up here likes that one back there, that hide. And then Gusher really likes this one. So Gusher's always like this little hide in here. There is a hole back there, so Gusher's always hiding in there, which is really awesome because they all have their little home. So at nighttime, they always go to their bed. Like other Tinctorius frogs, Robertas are diurnal, so they will be awake during the daytime. And the Robertas are fairly new. The first import was in 2013, so Robertas is a newcomer for the dart frog hobby. So I'm really happy that I have a pair. Well, I have one male and 2 females here. Especially with Tinctorius, the females, if there's 2 females, they will fight over the male. but I have been watching them and they have not been fighting. I have not seen any bullying signs, so they are all eating healthily. When it comes to breeding season, I am gonna have an extra eye on there just to make sure that they are all good. But if I do notice that there is bullying involved, then I will have to separate them. But so far, it has been good so far. And then also, it's kind of weird because two females can live together for like 5 years, and then eventually one day they'll start to bully each other. So you never know with these frogs, but that's why I always have to watch them to make sure everything is good with them, and if they do lose weight, then I do have to separate them. But so far, so good. Well, I will not be adding any more dart frogs here. With 3, this is more than enough for this 18 by 18 by 18 tank with the LED light up there for the plants. So with a naturalistic live vivarium, you do need lighting up here for the plants. The frogs don't necessarily need lighting because in the wild they are always under the jungle, under plants in the shade, so they really don't need light. So yeah, the lights are primarily for the plants so they can grow, and the plants are doing really well. This one is new, that one is new as well, and the one back there is new, and also up there as well. But once the plants grow in, this tank's gonna look so amazing. I can't wait for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to my other dart frogs. So hope you guys enjoyed this new update for my dart frog enclosure for my Robertus. I added that little sticker on there. So for the next one is my Azaria. So this is another Tinctorius frog. Not as big as the Robertus, but still quite big. So he is currently back there in that hide. So as you guys know, or if you have been watching my videos for a while now, this used to be my crested gecko Spider-Man's enclosure, and it just was crazy. The plants in here were just way too big for this kind of height, so I took them all out and I added some new plants. So that one is new, this one, basically everything in here is new. And I also added some hides in there and some logs in here for him to climb and stuff in here. So looks like he is really enjoying it. He does take advantage of the height, so he's always climbing this and then goes up there, and also he likes to hide in here as well. So I do want to get a little buddy for him. Right now he is in this 18 by 18 by 18 tank by himself. And for me, this tank looks kind of empty. I do want the plants to grow in as well. So this one's gonna grow like crazy. This plant grows like crazy. You can tell there's already some little shoots growing out from there. So I just can't wait for all this. And then also this pothos is gonna grow like crazy as well. Okay, so I'm also gonna feed him as well. So these are also dusted as well. So for my Azorius to eat. He'll see them right now. He doesn't see them just yet, but they are down here. Then for the Azorius, I do notice that he is more shy than the Robertus. You don't really see him walking around up here for some reason. I don't know if he's just scared or if he's by himself, or I don't know what it is, but he doesn't really show himself like these guys do. Like I can come up to the tank and they will not hide. On the other hand, this one will hide once I get close to the tank. There he comes. He spotted the fruit fly, so he's a really good eater as well. When I first got him, he was really chunky, and he still kind of is, but I'm just trying to get him to eat right now. So there he is. And I really like this kind of plants here because these plants are really sturdy for these dart frogs, and it already looks like it's growing in. I also added one on that side, and then I think, yeah, I put one for my Robertus as well right there. So I got all these plants at the Super Show in San Diego. And by the way, his name is Blueberry. That's the name that I decided to go with. I named him myself because he looks like a blueberry, so he needs to be Blueberry. I'm really satisfied how this tank came out. It took me so long to do all this, and also my room is so hot, so I was just sweating and then taking the plants out, and this tank was heavy, so I just struggled to do all this. But finally glad that I can just put it up here on display and watch this beautiful dart frog enjoy his new home. But if you are owning dart frogs, I recommend that you give them a naturalistic live vivarium like this. For this one, I put some logs in the back as well. You guys can see up there. This one doesn't have it up there. I just didn't do it for this tank for some reason. But I really like how this one is as well. For my blue jean dart frog, I'm going to be doing something similar to this, but it's going to be in a 12 by 12 by 18. And I also want to add those bark log things on the back. And moving on, over here is my blue jean, the Ufago Pumilio. So I doubt we're gonna see her. She's really small, but there she is right there, a picture of her. So this is how she looks like. Really awesome. So I decided to name her Strawberry. That was the most commented names on my previous videos, so I'm sure she's in there. That's her go-to spot to hide in there. So eventually I'm gonna be doing a naturalistic live vivarium like this in the 12 by 12 by 18, so I still have to get to that as I haven't had time, but that will be coming soon. I see her, she's right there. You guys see her? She's so bright. Oh, she went away. She was so bright. She came out for a little bit. She probably thinks it's feeding time, but she just ate yesterday. I'm not gonna feed her again today. But yeah, guys, those are my frogs here. Really awesome. Probably my favorite kind of animal is the dart frog, just because they are so beautiful and different kind of colors. I just wanted to give you an update on the new enclosures and also the new frogs that I got and how they're doing and everything. So right now I'm just doing a bunch of chores, cleaning, feeding over here. I'm giving Rudolph a bath. Rudolph, come say hi. Rudolph has gotten so big. Like, look how big he is now. Well, I'm not sure if it's a he or she, but look at this. Rudolph is huge. When I first got Rudolph at the show, he came in one of these containers. Let's see if he fits in there. Barely. Look at that. He can't even get in there because of his arms, but look how big. And then he had some space in there to walk around and stuff too and turn around. Now he doesn't even fit in there, so it's just crazy how fast my cherry head tortoise is growing. I'm so happy. I've always wanted a cherry head tortoise. Okay, it's been like 15 minutes already. Let's put you back in your enclosure. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to build him a new one because he's growing so fast, so I don't want him to jump out or climb out of here. But now he's attacking the food. I gave him some green leaf lettuce and some strawberry tops. And I also mist his enclosure daily to get the humidity up, because with these kind of tortoises, they need the humidity. And he also has a moist box back there somewhere, so I always mist that down as well. Let me know if you guys want to see a day in the life video so you guys can see my daily routine with all my animals. So just comment down below if you guys want to see that kind of video. I'll be happy to make that video showing you what I do every single day with taking care of this many animals. Do you guys want to see the collared lizard eggs? Let's go downstairs and check the incubator. Okay, so I have them downstairs because down here is so much cooler. So with this kind of incubator, it only heats up to the temperature that I adjust it to. It cannot cool down, so it's perfect for it to be in room temperature or at least somewhere cool, so that the temperature won't get too hot. That will kill the eggs. And also it cannot pass 90 degrees. Right now it's perfect. It's supposed to be at 83, so 82 is fine. It's not that far off from 83. So there are the eggs down there. So far they are all doing well. So I've been getting a lot of comments about them. For those of you who are asking if I'm selling these babies, yes I will once they hatch. There is no current waiting list yet because this is my first clutch, and also I don't know how many I'm gonna have yet, so I just want to have the experience of taking care of these eggs and making sure I know the temperatures and everything. Just get the full experience of the whole incubation process before I start selling them. And also once they do hatch, I want to keep them for a little bit just to make sure they're all healthy before they get new homes. So yeah, I'm new to this whole incubation egg process thing, so I just want to learn a little bit more about that, and then in the future I will have a waiting list. And also keep in mind that these eggs are not from my collared lizard Zeus. I just got these two females not too long ago at the Super Show. The breeder told me that she was not pregnant. He specifically said, this female is not pregnant. I don't want you to buy her because you thought she was pregnant, because she was inflated a little bit, but she ended up being pregnant. So I now have 6 eggs that I have to take care of, which is not a problem because I bought the females because I wanted to breed them. So kind of cool that I got a little experience before I actually got to my collared lizards, so I can learn how to take care of these eggs and hatch them up. So that means I'm not sure who the dad is for these eggs. I'm curious to see how they turn out, so I might keep one male just to see how he turns up and how he grows up. The breeder, I saw his males there. They were more of a greenish color, which is called the aqua flame. But the one I have, I think it's mixed more, my color Zeus, he's mixed more with a yellow head and aqua flame, so he's a little bit more blue because the parents of him were a lot more blue as well, and also the grandparents were blue, so they just developed that nice blue color. So that's what I want to work on. I want to stick to those blues, but you know, it would be kind of cool to have a different kind of bloodline, like a greenish one, so I might keep one baby. And the 2 females are still in the quarantine tank. I'm curing the mites right now, so it's been already like 3 weeks since I've had them in here, so it's almost time for me to take them out and put them with the male in the big enclosures. So I can't wait for that. And also I'm gonna be upgrading their enclosure as well. My friend Chris has his 4x2 I believe, melamine is how you pronounce it, tank. It's all wooden, so I can't wait for that. That's so much bigger than the one I already have now, the 40-gallon tank, so I'll be upgrading them 3 in that tank. And I just added the new ones to the wall. Looks so nice. Look at these amazing animals. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So today's post notification shout out goes to Alan J. Thanks so much for turning on my post notifications, Alan. If you want a post notification shout out as well, be sure you turn them on and then comment down below when done so I know who has done that. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and until next time guys, peace.